In this episode of Falmouth in Focus, we find out more about the Cape Cod Theatre Project, shop at the Arts and Crafts Street Fair on Main Street, and run the bases with the Cape Codgers Senior Softball League. All this and much more on this edition of Falmouth in Focus.
Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, FCTV's current affairs program. I'm your host, Michael Kasparian. The Cape Cod Theatre Project is a Falmouth-based organization that aims to develop new American plays by introducing audiences into the development process. Professional actors, directors, and playwrights are invited to develop a piece that culminates with a series of readings and talkbacks with an audience. FCTV took an inside look into the process.
The Cape Cod Theatre Project, well, there's something magical about seeing something live for people. Most people spend their time in front of TV or with people. You learn a lot from live theater. Everybody should try it. If it's not the right show for you, there's always another. There's an excitement to it. There's an excitement to going to see West Side Story or Rose Tattoo or The Importance of Being Earnest or even something that's been on Broadway for a short amount of time. But there is an excitement in an individual that's going to see something that is brand new, never ever been seen before. We do have artists in residence that are here to finish and start plays. Heidi Schreck, What the Constitution Means to Me, 2 years ago, was finished here. It wasn't workshopped here, but it went to Broadway. It just almost won a Tony. So we do good things here. And we do good things for our audience, our host and artist program. It's a really nice opportunity for people here in Falmouth to spend a week with an artist. We run the month of July, so when everybody gets here, it's Sunday to Wednesday, work, 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 beach, 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 eat, eat, eat. And then they workshop on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, usually, except for July 4th. And then everybody goes home. I am very excited about this season. There's a lovely new playwright, Matt Smart. He's unknown to me. But everybody's buying tickets for The Elephant. I'm extremely excited about Pictures from Home with Shar White. He's had 4 works to Broadway, and he's a terrific person. He writes for television as well, which many of our playwrights do. I'm very excited to meet Ibani Booth. I don't know anything about her play, but I'm very excited to meet her because she's new to us. And our last playwright has been here before, but she hasn't been here for a very long time. Her name is Anna Ziegler, and her play is The Great Moment. And the fact that we have our talkbacks and stage talk, that is an academic and intellectual experience for everybody. And many people come and learn about how to write their own play. We have many people that come because they're writing their own play. It's a great, fun evening.
In its 25-year history, 55 plays developed at the Cape Cod Theatre Project have gone on to Broadway, off-Broadway, and at regional theaters worldwide. Thanks to Keela McCullough for that story. For 28 years, the Woods Hole Film Festival has brought many of the best independent films and emerging filmmakers to the Cape. This summer, over an 8-day period, the festival will present 170 films from around the world in the village of Woods Hole and Falmouth. We caught up with Executive Director Judy Laster to learn more about this year's offerings.
So the Woods Hole Film Festival is an 8-day event where we're going to be screening nearly 170 films based on submissions sent to us from around the world. We're going to be showing 54 feature films, and then the rest are shorts. But we have amazing films this year, and I would just say that every day there's something for everybody. We have films about music, We have always films about science. Being in Woods Hole, one of the things that we try and do when possible is to program films that have a relationship to the scientific community that we're in. We also have comedies. We've got a lot of dramas, and then animation. Animation is something you hardly ever get a chance to see except at a film festival.
So yeah, opening day, we jump right into the films. We have shorts programs and documentaries and feature films, and we cap the night at 9 o'clock with a film guest artist that was directed by Timothy Busfield and written and stars Jeff Daniels. And producers will be here for that screening, so we're looking forward to that. And then our opening night party at the Captain Kidd is always fun to be at. So we just kick things off with a bang, and we go for 7 more days after that.
We have close to 140 filmmakers coming here, which is great. You can meet and discuss the work of filmmakers at panel discussions, but every film that has a filmmaker here with it will also have a question and answer session following that film.
I mean, that's the thing that I really love about this festival is, and I've been to festivals all over the country in the past couple of years, and I really don't think there's anything that compares to this festival in terms of filmmaker attendance and participation, and just the nature and the environment here where everybody is together all week and really sharing their time. And even outside of the screenings, they can relax at one of the events and talk about film and talk about each other's projects and really expand their experience beyond the screening room out into Woods Hole, and then experience Woods Hole and Cape Cod, which is just a fantastic place to be in the summer.
Obviously, everyone who lives here knows Cape Cod, Woods Hole, Falmouth is a great place to be in the summer because there's so much going on. But what sets us apart is the desire of people to come here with their films because they really know that the audiences here are supportive of their work, interested in what they do, and will help them really get a sense that what they're doing matters. This year, we had many of our alumni apply, and we have at least 15 coming back. So people, once they come here, they want to come back.
So our wonderful week closes on Saturday, August 3rd at the Captain Kidd at 10:30. We have our closing night awards celebration and party, and that's always fun. Everybody's excited, a little bit tired because it's an exhausting week. I mean, the filmmakers come here and they're working all week, but everybody's having a wonderful time. So the party and the award celebration is Saturday night, August 3rd, and we'll announce all our awards. And Sam Wolf, who's most people know from American Idol, will be our musical guest on closing night. So it should be a fun, exciting evening to wrap things up here.
All the information is online on our website. That's woodsholefilmfestival.org. Or you can come to our box office, which opens on July 15th at the Old Woods Hole Fire Station.
The 28th Woods Hole Film Festival takes place from Saturday, July 27th through Saturday, August 3rd, 2019. Thanks to Alan Russell for that coverage. It's time now for 3 things from Town Hall, FCTV's condensed version of the takeaways from recent municipal meetings. Selections are chosen based on community impact.
In the last Selectmen's meeting, the board heard from the Falmouth Police Department regarding seasonal parking and traffic-related issues in town. The board acknowledged an extremely busy 4th of July weekend and thanked residents and the police department for accommodating the swelling summer population. Some residents expressed concerns over beach parking and queues for parking that line town streets that sometimes cause issues with traffic.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Captain Reed, Falmouth Police Department. Thank you for having me. I wasn't prepared to actually make any kind of a presentation, but certainly to answer any questions related to the ever-present concerns regarding parking throughout the town. Obviously, this time of year, it always becomes a big challenge for us, and we recognize the the challenges to the community. And I know that there was some questions and some confusion over some clarifications that were made to the parking bylaws this year. Mm-hmm. So just to get in front of that, I just want to inform everyone that we didn't change the parking regulations, particularly with regard to street parking.
DPW Director Ray Jack gave an update to the Selectmen detailing the process and status of the Route 28 road and water main reconstruction. Mr. Jack gave a history of the project plan and broke down the timeline of what is left in the project to complete. Among the details of the reconstruction the board was interested in, where and when the project would continue. Mr. Jack presented that the project will resume after Labor Day at Sandwich Road to Jones Road and then on to Falmouth Heights Road until the weather hinders construction.
The Route 28 project overall, which is 18,000 feet, that extends from Palmer Ave out to Oxbow along Main Street and that portion of Route 28 going east. I'm going to speak first to the surface improvement project because it's really two projects included in one. And this is why we're doing the project. This is where the main connected at the school administration building. And back in 1898, when they manufactured the main, they molded the year of manufacture right into the main. So there's no question that we built the old Long Pond pump station in 1898, and this was one of the first mains that went into service to town.
Great. Thank you very much, Ray.
Yes,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. Thanks.
The Commission on Disabilities also presented their regular report to the Selectmen. The report focused mainly on the work the Commission has done identifying particular sidewalks, curb cuts, crosswalks, and other potential hazards for individuals. The Commission reported on some of the success in rectifying some of these hazards, but urged the Selectmen to continue their work making traversing Falmouth safer for everyone.
This is just significant work that's been done, and it just amazes me. There's still things to be done. Roots are still growing through trees. No.
Sidewalks.
Sidewalks. Those are real pains for people. There's an area in front of Cedar Meadows that I know I've fallen in the street and got a concussion because tripping over the roots in the sidewalk. So there are some places that really need to be done, but like that area in Cedar Meadows will be corrected once the Oxbow to Sandwich Road section is completed. So my hat's off to you guys, really.
To see the meetings in their entirety, check out Government Channel 15's program schedule at fctv.org. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll do some shopping at the annual Arts and Crafts Street Fair. Stay with us.
Did you know that YMCA Cape Cod and Falmouth Aquatics are working together? We share a vision of a new YMCA facility here in Falmouth. Working together, we'll have a greater mission impact and change lives for the better. We envision key programs and services, such as teaching kids to be safe in and around the water, helping people lead healthier lives, and creating high-quality programs that serve, engage, and motivate our community.
Did you know we are now operating several Y programs without walls in Falmouth with great success? We've been collaborating with the Falmouth community for over 5 years. We offer before and after school programs, early childhood learning and preschool programs, summer camps and vacation programs, and food programs for hungry children. No one is turned away from the YMCA due to an inability to pay.
How do we create the facility that will be the platform for these and future programs? We are working together on our combined facility design for a $13 to $15 million project and finding a location here in Falmouth.
Do you know there's a lot more planning before a shovel goes in the ground? The Falmouth Wants a Y Volunteer Committee works tirelessly to raise every dollar needed for studies. Volunteers are actively raising money for our capital campaign consultants, where we need $75,000. We're also recruiting volunteer leadership for our capital campaign. We want to work with energized people to pull this YMCA into the community. If you want to learn more about Falmouth Wants a Y for the Upper Cape, visit our website or give me a call.
Welcome back. The annual Arts and Crafts Street Fair, sponsored by the Falmouth Village Association, was held last week, and shoppers were greeted with beautiful weather and over 200 vendors lining Main Street. Let's take a walk to see some of the unique handcrafted products that you simply can't get anywhere else.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Sylvia. I'm a volunteer here at the Main Street Arts and Crafts Fair. I kind of work under my aunt, who is the manager of the Village Association, and all the other volunteers and everything. We have 182 tents set up, give or take a couple that might not have showed up. The fair's been running for about 30 years. The Falmouth Village Association has been in charge of it for the past 10 to 15 years.
I'm Heather Russo. I live in Haverhill, Massachusetts. I've been doing this art show in Falmouth on the Center Street for 12 years now. I've been a potter for 20 years, and I was looking for some on-Cape shows to sell my seashore-orientated product. And I came across this show 12 years ago, and I've been here ever since. I love it. It's always well attended. People are always happy. It doesn't matter if it's raining, it's sunny, it's windy. We've had postponements, and people always come out to support the town and the vendors that are local, and also the vendors that come from far away. I love seeing my repeat customers. They're awesome. They come here every year and they support me, and I couldn't be happier. It's always a great show, always a great day.
We get here really early. We got here at 5:45 this morning, and it took us about an hour to set up, and then we wait for the people. I've been doing it for 5 years, and we do well every year. Last year we sold out. Well, I like that it's closed off. I like that it's a weekday, and there's still a lot of people that come to this fair. So it's a different opportunity for me and other people because of the fact that it's a weekday.
This is my first year at the fair. I am enjoying it. I'm loving the people, and it's a wonderful day, and you couldn't ask for nicer weather or nicer people. It really went quite smoothly, and the Falmouth Village Association is a wonderful organization to work with. They direct you in, you unload, you set up, and both on each side help me set up the tent, because no matter how many times I put it up, I don't do it right. So, you know, everybody helps each other out. It's really nice.
The street fair has become a village tradition for many who like to get their holiday shopping done very early. Thanks to Justin Moore for that report. Summer fishing season is in full swing, so let's join Ryan Collins from My Fishing Cape Cod as he looks to land some bluefin tuna using the vertical jigging technique.
A lot of whales here, that's for sure. Holy mackerel. That's a serious whale. Mr. Whale. No. Yeah, you had a hit. Yep. Wow. 100 feet. 100 feet. Jeez. Oh yeah, there we go. Wow. Nice job, Paul. Nice job. Wow. All right, he's running now. Holy. That's why we want to hook him on. Is it? Yeah. So much leverage. What's he doing? Running at the boat? Still got him? Nope. I think he's coming at us. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. Yeah, he's there. Don't stop reeling. Now he's coming at us. Straight down. Grab me that tail wrap. Actually, lift that leader right up for me. Pull him right up. You guys want to get some pictures? Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Ryan Collins for this month's fishing report. The Wacoit Congregational Church Bazaar is a time-honored summer tradition for shoppers seeking bargains on antiques, books, furniture, and so much more. we decided to pay a visit to learn more about what the Bazaar has to offer.
So we have a massive bazaar with 2.5 days of sales, and we have furniture, and we have jewelry, and we have linens, and we have art, and we have also wonderful kitchen appliances and things like that.
Anything that you are looking for, you can find. There are treasures galore between furniture, between paintings. I just found this from my daughter's condo. There are linens outside. There are cups, there are Hummels, there are Royal Dalton treats that you can buy. There's outdoor furniture. People collect all year long for this. This is our annual event.
It takes a lot of volunteers. It's a lot of time that is spent not only in the pricing and the serving the customer during the day, but weeks upon weeks, sometimes months, of picking up wonderful items that the community has donated because they know that it's going to a good cause.
I was just driving by and I decided I would take a look around, and it's amazing how many pieces of furniture they have, jewelry, all these artifacts that you'll discover wonderful finds, as I did in this nice sea blue china.
People come from all over New England for this, and this is something that we actually work on throughout the year. We start taking donations and we store them. We get these pods over here that we're able to store furniture, and we have people that come back year after year because they love it so much. It's not just the bargains, it's the love that you experience here. I call this a ministry, because everything that we do here is a ministry. People get good deals, we're able to reconnect with them, and on occasion I find myself praying with them as well.
We have refreshments, we have holy hot dogs over here, and sodas and chips, and in the morning we have muffins and coffee and that kind of thing.
You know, the event goes from 7:30 until 4 or 5. So there's food all day long for you. There's drinks all day long.
We love Falmouth, and the purpose of this bazaar is for us to raise money so we can give back to our wonderful town. In fact, yesterday we had a early bird special. People can do a preview, they can buy things, but they had to pay a $10 admission fee, and that benefits Wings for Falmouth Families. So we're doing good because this is a fantastic town that we live in.
If you missed out on the bazaar, you can still visit the Wacoit thrift store on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 10 to 2. Thanks to Alan Russell for that piece. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll check out the Cape Codgers Senior Softball League. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Elder Boys of Summer are back on the diamond for their 12th season, as the Cape Codgers Senior Softball League is fielding 16 teams of players over 54 years old. FCTV stopped by the Falmouth Heights field to take in a game.
This is our 12th year. We started out with 15 young at heart players, and it's progressed now. We have 12 teams with 12 sponsors, and we're approaching 180 guys. We play a couple of times a week. Acceptable ages for both men and women are 54 to whatever. Our oldest player is 80. We have a unique group from scientists to carpenters to doctors, lawyers, and everybody kind of jumps in and shares their niche, which is, really unusual. And, that's why it's a terrific league.
I've been playing in this league for now, I think this is going on 10 years. Happened to see an ad for it in a gym just by chance to play softball for a bunch of older guys, and it was a chance to be a boy again. So I took it, and at that point I think I was the only person from Bourne. Most of the people from Falmouth and Mashpee. Joined the team, took a couple of years to get used to playing, but the thing that was really great about this, mostly because of the commissioner's value system, it's a lot of fun, a lot of friendship. The competition is friendly competition most of the time. And there's a joke among this group that if you go to a bar and a softball game breaks out. So that's the reward at the end of the game. If you don't get hurt, it's a lot of fun. When I leave home, my wife says, have fun, don't get hurt. That's the mantra, and that's what I try to do.
This is a great group of people. A friend of mine recruited us when we came into the area. He said, you should try this. I hadn't played ball for 40 years, but once I came in, it was with welcome, open arms that people had asked, yes, come join us. We practiced inside for, I think, 3 weeks. It was wonderful. We came outside when the weather broke. And just a great group of people who really enjoy having fun. It's not about the competition. Of course it's about the competition, but not really about the competition. And it's really a group of people who just want to have fun. It's great to be doing this at this age still, playing and getting good exercise, stretching my body, and just having fun.
Now you want to see a real glove? There you go, electrician's tape.
All are welcome, and no matter what your experience base is, whether you're, have played ball 20, 30 years ago, which many of the guys have, and, some of them played in the Cape Cod League, AAA ball. But the point of it is we all fit in, and parity is achieved, and we just bounce off our particular skills in each team. And if you try out, or come, and join up, you'll guaranteed play.
Nice going, man. I can't say what I like most about it. It's camaraderie, it's exercise, it's a bit of a challenge. What else does it do? Beautiful. It's fun. You played ball when you were a kid. You grew up playing ball. It's fun to play a team sport. I particularly like to play team sports. I like when the team gels, when we click, when we start to know each other's tendencies. Something happens, you grow together as a unit. So I love that part of it.
For more information on the league, check out their website at capecodgers.com. Thanks to Andrew Richards for that story. West Falmouth has been experiencing a cultural revival recently, and Troy Clarkson stopped by this historic village to take a look. Here's Troy's take.
Thanks, Michael. I'm here in the heart of West Falmouth Village, and today, on this beautiful day, it's bustling with activity. We're here, though, to talk about the revitalization of this village. When I was a kid, I remember hearing stories about Steven Tyler coming down here to buy his clothes, and there was a motel across the street called the Ideal Spot. Well, West Falmouth Village is still an ideal spot, but now it's seeing a cultural and musical revival. We're here at West Falmouth Market. You can hear music playing on Thursday nights, and there's artistry starting to explode all over the village. So today, we'll get the opportunity to talk to a couple of those artists and how they're part of this revival of the West Falmouth Village. So, Mindy, here you are in this beautiful gallery. You've been creating unique works of art for a very long time here in Falmouth. But what does it mean to you to be here now and to have not only the space to display your work, but an opportunity to continue to educate and bring people into the artistic world?
It means the world to us. We're so incredibly blessed, and we're so thankful to be part of this beautiful village, the West Falmouth Village. We're excited about all of the new people that we've been meeting here. We're excited that our customers for years have now found us here. We're just re-inspired to paint every day, and I'm just delighted to be here. It's wonderful.
So, Ronnie, your stuff is colorful and vibrant and whimsical and has a great feel to it. So what inspires you to do the work that you do?
Well, the Chappie sunsets will inspire you to paint. And I believe, I told my wife today, I think this is an artist community. And I think if you're not on vacation, you're an artist, and this is the place to paint, and the beaches, the roofs, exactly what I paint. It just makes me feel good, and, I can grasp it and hold on to it.
Isn't that great, though? So, that's what your artistic expression here is all about, to be able to see the beauty and help other people see the beauty in things that otherwise they wouldn't see.
Right. People's trash is my treasure, so to speak, but I can turn it into art and make it look beautiful, and people just go, oh my gosh, I would have never thought to do that. And that's kind of great, I guess.
Well, it sure is, and we're glad that you're here in West Falmouth Village to help everyone see the beauty in this town.
I love this town, and you know, I'm finally over on this side, and Chappie, the walkways, the beaches, the bike path is the best. I find a lot of stuff on the bike path.
So you guys came here to the heart of West Falmouth Villages. You've supported Mindy and Ron before, but came and discovered this beautiful new gallery.
Right. Oh, it's beautiful. Their gallery before was beautiful too, and it was actually closer to where we live, but we love their paintings. We love everything they do. We have quite a few of their works already, and we just can't stop looking because we love everything they do, and it's so Falmouth. Everything they do is somehow inspired by Falmouth.
Yeah, we're so excited that they're here in the village because so much easier to access with everything else that's here.
Yeah, and the porch here is beautiful. It's just, we're real excited to be here. We can't wait to look at everything they have. So.
And there's no better spot to finish our quick tour of West Falmouth Village than here at the West Falmouth Library, because they too have recently undergone an amazing revitalization, a multi-million-dollar renovation that was supported by private donations and the people here in West Falmouth. So we're just seeing an incredible revival all around, from arts and culture to the library to building, to really not only preserve the history and the richness of West Falmouth Village, but to really shape its future as well. As I said in the opening, there used to be a motel here called the Ideal Spot, and this village truly is the ideal spot to fulfill your soul with music, arts, culture, and everything that's good. I'm Falmouth Enterprise columnist Troy Clarkson, and that's my take. Back to you.
Thanks, Troy. And don't miss the West Falmouth Library Art Show that runs from July 19th through August 3rd. FCTV wants you to know that television can be as easy as hitting record on your smartphone. We'd like to invite all Falmouth residents and visitors to share their slice of life with us. Email us your photos and videos or upload them to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag MyFalmouth or Falmouth in Focus to be featured on the show. Thank you to our most recent contributors. We leave you now with some more sights and sounds from the Arts and Crafts Street Fair. Thank you for watching Falmouth in Focus. We'll see you next time.